Welcome to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, today in my swing studio, and today's video is going to be about how we can sync up your arms to your body swing to stop that overswing. Stay tuned to find out more. As mentioned, guys, today's video is all going to be about how we can better sync our arms with our body to make sure that we're not overswinging at the top. That's really going to give us a better sequence, which ultimately is going to give us a better contact as well, or a more reliable contact. So what I'm talking about here is I often see golfers who, in aid of trying to sort of make a very wide swing, they're making a lot of early shoulder turn. So you can see if I go very wide with no real wrist cock here, I've almost completed my shoulder turn, but my hands have only got to around hip height, half of a swing. So if I complete my shoulder turn very early in the backswing, all I can end up doing is lifting, collapsing, losing sort of grip of the golf club here, straightening to try and increase that swing length. So we know that we want to go further in the golf swing, but we can't turn anymore because we've made such a big shoulder turn. Really, that's when golfers, as I said, are trying to get very wide. And they think that's going to be a really good thing, that we want this width in here. We want this radius to stay the same, our lead arm, lead wrist to our sternum. We're not asking for this to shorten, but we don't need to have the club way out here. So what we're looking to try and achieve is an earlier wrist set or wrist cock in the backswing, more of this 90-degree angle between our lead arm and club shaft. And I would really like to see that happening by the time my left arm reaches parallel to the ground. I'd want a good 90-degree angle in here. There are some good players with a later wrist set, absolutely. But those players like a Sergio Garcia, it doesn't cause him a problem. He definitely doesn't have this overswing, and he's very flexible, so makes a big shoulder turn on the way back. I get a lot of amateur golfers really struggling with this, and I tend to find that they're going so wide. What you've got to remember is, if you imagine the club is the outer circle and my hands are the inner circle, the club, the outer circle, is going to have to move much quicker because it's traveling a lot longer. So what we want to try and do is get this end speeding up, definitely moving quicker than this end. What we don't want is both moving at the same speed. We actually want the club head end moving quicker than our hands. So the outer circle is traveling quicker as it's got further to go. And one of the best exercises you can do is either with a tour stick, a cane, or just holding a club the wrong way round, so we haven't got the head weight on the end. And it's going to allow you to get the feeling of getting the grip end moving quicker than my hands. So you can see I've made half a swing and I've made half my shoulder turn. So if we were going for real simple maths here, let's say I'm looking for 80-degree shoulder turn at the top of the backswing, or that is my maximum. As I make quarter of a swing, I want 20 degrees. Half a swing, I want 40 degrees of shoulder turn. 3/4 of a swing, I want 60, and then I complete at 80. What we don't want to do is get to 80-degree shoulder turn very early and then have to compensate and lift the golf club to the top. So as I said, one of the best exercises is take the club head weight out of it. So you may have seen me do this before. I think it's a great drill, and just try and feel like we're flicking something back behind us. We're actually getting the grip end of the club moving a little bit quicker. If this is a fault of yours, if you are a player with a big long overswing, try and get the grip end moving quicker than your hands and make sure that we've got this 90-degree angle between our lead arm and our club shaft by the time we get our left arm parallel to the ground. So we're really trying to get that feeling of a little bit quicker. So when I finish my shoulder turn, I finished my arm swing. What we don't want is I finish my shoulder turn and then I continue on with my arms. So let's try and sync it up together. And this exercise is fantastic for that. Once you've done a few of those, hold the club the right way around. Obviously now it's a little harder because we've got more weight down the bottom, but try and get that same sensation. You can see that when my shoulder turn is completed, My arm turns finish, I'll just show you from this angle as well. Earlier wrist set, get this end of the club moving quicker than this end. And by the time I finish my shoulder turn, I've finished my arm swing, rather than, as I said, completed the arm swing way too early. So let me go ahead and hit one here. So I'm going to just click on the keyboard. I've got a 6-iron, I've put a green out there at 180 yards. I'm just going to try and get that sensation 1 or 2 more times, holding the club the wrong way around. So an earlier wrist set, match up my arms and my body. Same feeling when I've got the club head weight. And you can see no hint of an overswing, so I'm going to sequence my downswing better. Let me give that a whirl. Oh, I've got to hit one more. I can hit it better than that. A bit of a cut out to the right. Just off the edge of the green. I'm not going to get any applause from my crowd on Foresight Sport. Let me give it a go. A better strike, but probably missing the green in exactly the same place. Yeah, just a little longer carry distance, stopped a bit quicker. Good club head speeds. Do you know what? Strike felt fine. You can see path numbers are very minimal. I'm just leaving the face open there a little bit. But what you'll have seen on those videos is that when my shoulder turn completed, my arm turn completed, and I wasn't continuing on further and further and further. I know that exercise is going to help you. If you struggle with an overswing, make sure you try out that exercise. It's definitely going to help you. Make sure you stay in touch with the TruGolf Academy channel by subscribing. It is for free. It's the best way to stay in touch. Never miss a video again. New content every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 5:30. Thanks guys, we'll see you soon.